What up? What up? What up? What's going on? What's going on, everybody? It's your boy. It's your host, Ryan from the Six. Man, we in the building. Big boxing weekend. Lots to talk about, man. Lots to unpack. Shout out to everybody who was watching this weekend. I mean, Sunday. Yesterday was a good day of boxing as well. Like we had boxing literally all day, man. Like if you was up at 12 a.m. watching Tim Tszyu, then you would have saw the women who fought around the afternoon, and then Zuffa at night. So salute, man. It was a good weekend of boxing. Man, we fell up short on a couple slips in the community, but nonetheless, we still won money, man. We still in the green. That's what it's about, man. Being in the green, you know what I'm saying? But salute to everybody in the building. Make sure you smash the like button. And you come on up in here, man. Show some love to the boy Ryan from the Six. We talking boxing, all things boxing. Check the channel out, man. Make sure you guys
Oh shoot, I was muted up, man. My bad. I was muted up. I was like, damn, what the hell's going on? But salute, Coach Eddie in the building. What's up, man? As I was just saying, we had a good weekend of boxing. Um, yeah. Shout out to It's Me, Rockley. I just noticed that, bro. Just noticed that. Shout out to everybody who's been tuning in, man. It's been a good weekend of boxing. Um, Honestly, I'm just looking at it like, this what we're gonna get going forward, especially with the zone. I think they said they got pretty much the rest of the weekends covered with boxing. So shout out to everybody, man, tuning in. Um, oh shoot, it looks like my mic is still off, bro. What the hell? Bad gang, messing up here. There we go. That sounds way better. All right, what's good? What's good, everybody, man? Everybody good? Shout out to It's Me, Rockley, for in the building. Get me situated with that. But yeah, it was a great weekend of boxing. I enjoyed the women's card as well yesterday. Deontay Wilder, Chisora. I mean, it wasn't boxing lessons, but I mean, it was exciting, bro. It was a good fight, yo. It was a good fight in the sense of like the drama and everything that came with it, man. Shout out to It's Me, Rockley, man. Appreciate you, brother. But you know what I'm saying? Like it was good. I enjoyed what I saw, man. I liked what I saw. Um, I think honestly, Deontay Wilder, he said he was taking it easy on Chisora, but I don't know how y'all feel about that. I didn't get that feeling, but it looked like he was going life and death with him. But hey, he said, there is clips of him saying, I love you, stuff like that in the ring to him. But I don't know, man. I just thought Deontay Wilder is obviously past his prime, past his best days. But I know there's some people that like myself, I threw it out there, man. Like, is the AJ fight still on the tables? That's something that people still want to see. But we'll get into that, bro. We'll get into that. Right now, I want to talk about the MVP card in the UK, man. Caroline Dubois, she looked good, man. I thought she looked good. I thought she got the easy win. Obviously that was the unification belt over Terry Harper. She knocked her down, put her down. I think, Caroline's still learning on the job, yo. I think there's still a lot of holes in her game that she can tighten up. I do like what I see from Caroline, though, being aggressive on the front foot. And obviously in the post fight, her calling out Alicia Bumgarner, even though they're not in the same division. I think women's boxing, you can get those matchups because there's not a lot of high competition of women, right, in each division. So I think it's okay for them to move up and down and fight each other as much. And I don't know, man. A lot of people giving Caroline flack, saying that Terry Harper gave her more troubles. But hey, Terry Harper's seasoned, yo. She's a very good fighter, and I'm sure she's learned from the Alicia Bumgarner fight. It wasn't like she was getting destroyed by Alicia Bumgarner until that shot, really. So I don't know, man. I don't look at it like Caroline was going life and death. Shout out to Manuel. He said she went life and death with Terry. I don't know, man. It depends on what y'all think life and death is, man. I know what I saw with the Wilder and Chisora. Yeah, that was life and death. Wilder was definitely going life and death with Chisora, even though he said different. But shout out to Manuel in the building. You know what I'm saying, bro? Tapping in, tapping in with the boy. I appreciate you, brother. But shoot, man, what the hell's going on here? My bad. Lost my train of thought. Yeah, man, we got the whole situation with Caroline after the post fight calling out Alicia. I like it, man. I like it. That's from Manuel, man. I didn't drop the horns. Appreciate you, brother. But yeah, I liked it, bro. I like the way she called her out. You know, I didn't like the whole she's a drug cheat. I think we just got to get over that. You know, Alicia did clear her name. She went through protocols to clear her name. So I feel like we got to give her grace now. You know, she went through, some things some other guys wouldn't go through. Like Ryan Garcia didn't go to the extent that Alicia did. So, you know what I'm saying? I got to give her some grace for that. But yeah, Caroline, I think Caroline's saying it to spice up the fight. I'm not mad at it. I think that's what she needs to do in order to get the fight bigger, right? Make it bigger. I'm all right with that, bro. I'm all right. Ellie Scottney, some people thought she lost. I thought she won. I thought it was a close fight. Shout out to Flores. She was definitely pushing the pace of the fight. I think Ellie Scottney could have controlled the ring a little bit better. I think that's why fans thought she lost, because she wasn't controlling that ring. I'll be honest. But when you look at just punches and the way they're landed, like, I mean, I score a fight off significant strikes. So if you are landing better shots than the other person, even if they're landing probably a higher clip than you, from a standpoint of, hey, they landed more jabs than you, but you landed the more significant strikes, you hurting them. I'm giving you the fight, bro, because you're landing the harder shots, essentially. I think a jab, yeah, no doubt, man. Jabs are hard to land. Jabs are good punches. But I think it's easier to land a jab than to land a power shot, just to be honest, because you got to land a power shot. It means you got to put something in it. You got to usually either counter or stay in the kitchen, and sit down on your punches, where a jab, you can kind of be in and out with a jab. You can keep somebody at the bay with the jab. So that's just the way I scored the fight, my opinion. I thought Ellie Scottney won. Obviously, I didn't think it was a unanimous decision. I thought it was a split. You could have called it a split decision. But I think shout out to I think her name is Flores. She definitely showed up and showed out, man. It was a good fight. She definitely pushed the pace. And Ellie Scottney, she got some brushing up to do, but at the same time, I don't think anybody beating her at her division. I think it's when she moves up, she might have some issues. She's at super bantam right now. And just looking at super bantam, who's number 2 in the world is Sky Nicholson. I just don't think Sky Nicholson can beat Ellie Scottney, respectfully. But who knows, man? But if she moves up to featherweight, then we talking about Ellie Scottney fighting Amanda Serrano, Tierra Brown. Those are fights I think are tougher, way tougher for Ellie Scottney, than Sky Nicholson, respectfully. And as we know, Sky Nicholson, she had troubles with Tierra Brown losing. But hey, we'll see, man. We'll see. We'll see what's in store for Ellie Scottney, man, in the future. Even though that was a tough fight she had. Flores might deserve a rematch, and I wouldn't be mad at it. Shout out to Big Money in the building. What up, champ? My man, Big Money. Salute Eddie Alvarez. What up, bro? Make sure y'all smash the like button when you come in. Show some love to the stream. Y'all know how I do over here, man. We just talking boxing, bro. Just talking that boxing. Good old boxing, man. We got a little super chat goal of $20 if you want to support the stream. Yeah, man. Let me know how you guys feel about the MVP card. I thought it was a good card. Shout out to Michaela Mayer, man. She just running to all the smoke, bro. All the smoke. This is actually a good fight, yo. Her and Michaela Mayer and Chantel Cameron. Yo, that's a good matchup. Chantel Cameron got a win over Katie Taylor. Chantel Cameron, It's been hard for her to get big fights, so we don't really know what she is. But we know she beat, arguably beat Katie Taylor twice in her backyard, in Katie Taylor's backyard. So shout out to Cameron, man, for joining MVP, and Michaela Mayer joining MVP and getting right to the smoke, man. They had the little face off after Chantel Cameron's win, and Michaela Mayer went up in the ring. And I was like, damn, bro, okay, Michaela Mayer, she just, jumped out the top rank deal, just beat Mary Spencer in Canada, took her belt, she jumped up for that fight too. I think she went up to 54. And then now she defending that. You know what I'm saying? She defending that, and that's dope, man. She defending that against another formidable former champion and respectable opponent in Chantel Cameron, who has beaten legend Katie Taylor. So Michaela Mayer just, she doing all the right things, honestly, in terms of trying to be a pound for pound great in the women's, division. I think, when Katie Taylor leaves, it's got to be Clarissa and then Michaela Mayer, bro. Like, just the shit she's done. And then you could just let the rest fall out how you want it to fall out. But, yeah, I thought that was great to see that. Tim Tszyu, I'm not going to harp too much on Tim Tszyu, man. I wasn't impressed by his performance, but I'm just happy that, he got cut again too, which I was worried about. I'm like, oh, man, he got cut. Does this mean the Spence fight going to get pushed back? I don't know, man. It looks like they're going to be fighting probably at 160 middleweight. Tim Tszyu just fought for the WBO, I want to say Intercontinental, or is it interim middleweight title? No, it wasn't the interim, because that's what Denzel Bentley fought for. Sorry. It was some sort of WBO middleweight title he fought for. I think it was international or intercontinental. But let me go check, man. So I'm not giving y'all bad information. I'm pretty sure that's what it was for. Yeah, WBO international middleweight title. So I don't know where that's going to lead Tim Tszyu, but it looks like he's at 160 now. He's steady at 160. His last two fights have been at 160, but he's only made the weight at 156, right? Like, he hasn't came in heavy. So I wonder if he is going to go back to 54 for the Spence fight. Possibly. That's what's on the horizon? I'm not sure, man. Shout out to my guy Miles in the building. What up, bro? Big Miles, what up, family? Yeah, man, I'm not sure what's up with Tim Tszyu, really, bro. But I think Tim Tszyu, to be honest, he's gotta get a more impressive win to me than that last one. I thought he was supposed to stop dude. It is what it is. He didn't get the stoppage. He's starting to change his style. I think Tim Tszyu, I don't know, man. He's trying to be a boxer. I don't know how I like it. I guess it's working for him right now. But at the same time, I'm like, all right, man. He's making changes. He's moving his head finally. So I can't be too mad at Tim Tszyu, bro. He's trying to do the right things, right? But we'll see, bro. We'll see. We will see. Shout out to my guy Malcolm in the building. What up, champ? He said winnable fight for Earl. I can't pick the inactive fighter though. What you mean, bro? You just picked Keith Thurman. That man was inactive, bro. Yeah, international. Shout out to Big Money, man. WBO International. That's what Tim Tszyu won. So I don't know where that leaves him, because, like I said, he's fought around the weight, like at 156. So I don't know if he's gonna go back to 54. But hey, we'll see. We'll see, man. We'll see. He said, he wanted him to win. Oh, man. Shout out to Malcolm, bro. I know a lot of people want to keep the win, bro, but you know how that goes. Yeah, so let's go back to the Wilder, man. I skipped right over that. I don't know what I did that for. That was arguably not the funniest, I should say, but the most entertaining fight. Zuffa had some good fights for sure, bro. This one had a little bit of everything, right? Had a little bit of everything in it. Some drama. You know, some drama for sure, bro. And it really was like Deontay Wilder saying with confidence that he let Derek Chisora live, bro. Essentially, I found that hilarious, man, because I don't know what y'all saw, man, but I thought he went life and death with Chisora, man. But I gotta ask the question, bro: is Wilder done? Like, is this it for him? Is he finito, man? Or do we want to see this fight, bro? Do we want to see the AJ Wilder after all these years? Both guys getting stopped, both guys losing, both guys essentially, not being at the top of the game now where they were when we first wanted this fight. Like, is this fight even worth putting together? Is this fight worth pay per view? Because that's what it's gonna be. Like, there's so many questions, especially like Wilder is on the zone now. He's with the MF Promotions, I believe. So he is on the zone. And AJ, he's got stake in the zone. He's always been at the zone. So we don't have that side of the street conversation anymore, which is, killed a lot of fights, bro. That whole side of the street shit was dumb. But I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, I think AJ would do Wilder dirty, to be honest, after what I saw against Chisora. But I gotta take in perspective, like, also when AJ fought, Dubois, who, he was coming in hot, not really beating anybody, right? Like, he beat Francis Ngannou, he beat Wallin. I think those were his two fights that he won. And then, he fought Dubois, and Dubois, like, straight from the jump, bro. Anybody who watched that fight, Dubois was controlling AJ from the fight, like from the get go with the jab. He was landing at ease, and then obviously he ends up, sparking out AJ, man. So I'm just looking at it like, man, maybe this is a good matchup for where they are right now in their point in time. It might be more competitive than we think because AJ really only sparked out Ngannou and sparked out Jake Paul, who respectfully, they ain't no Wilder, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, them guys is not fighters. One guy was on, like, he won and didn't win, but he took Fury 12, so people was hype about him. The other guy's Jake Paul, man, who's not a heavyweight one, never really got punched in the face like that ever in his life. And I don't know, man. I don't know what happens next for Deontay Wilder. I don't know what fights on the table. I think it's good that he didn't take the Usyk fight. In a sense of, I wanted Usyk to pack up that generation. Usyk would have destroyed Wilder that night, this past weekend, bro. He would have packed Wilder up bad, bro. Probably would have ended his career. But Wilder gets to live another day. He gets another chance to fight another fight. We don't know who we gonna fight, man. I don't think we're gonna sacrifice Wilder just yet. I think the public, they like the build up, bro. There was a lot to talk about with Wilder in the build up, outside of the boxing things, all the craziness he was saying. So Wilder, to me, I'm just saying, brings that element of, look, people gonna watch, people gonna tune in because they want to see vintage Wilder. One, and then two, the man saying crazy stuff in the lead up. Three, we also want AJ and Wilder. Like, we want AJ and Wilder. Like, as much as we want to say it's over with, I still think it sells, bro, in 2026 because it's a UK versus USA rivalry for sure. My man Eddie Alvarez said, Wilder and Fury both done those fights, took the life out of them. Yeah, man, both fighters, bro. My man, we got Coach Eddie up in here, man. 1 second, we'll bring him up on the screen. Just had to grab some water, man. You know what I'm saying? Got this little sickness going on, yo. What up, Coach Eddie?
What's good, brother? Not
Not
bad. What's going
much,
on
man.
with you, man?
Chilling, bro. We had a good weekend of boxing, man. What you think about Wilder, man? How he looked over there?
Yeah, it was an entertaining matchup. Both guys, past their prime. Of course, Derek 42, Wilder's 40 years old. It was an entertaining fight, rough fight. Um, got sloppy at times, but both guys throwing haymakers, trying to get each other out of there. As
Yeah.
far as I see it, Wilder talking about he tried to spare Chisora. I couldn't tell, man, because the
Right?
way he was throwing that right hand, like he. I got to get this guy out of here because this dude is like a freaking grizzly bear. Just keep coming, you know what I mean? So, he can miss me with that, man. He didn't want to go 12 rounds with that dude, man. He wanted to get that dude out of there,
Yeah.
and likewise, Chisora wanted to get Wilder out of there. They wanted to get each other out of there.
Yeah.
It just didn't happen, man. But as far as the AJ Wilder fight, yeah, I still want to see it, man. I want to go ahead and put it to bed, man, because they already starting up again. We can't go back and relive the past. Who duck who? Because both sides, you can make an argument for both sides.
Yeah.
You can make an argument that AJ didn't want to fight. You can also make an argument that Wilder turned down $120 million. Those are the facts.
Right.
So
Right.
you can make an argument on both sides. That came out of Shelly Finkel's mouth. He said the deal was real, but Wilder's gonna bet on himself. In quotation marks. So there was $120 million three fight deal out there
Right.
that included 2 fights with AJ. Those are the facts. The facts are that there was a contract signed for 2 fights with Anthony Joshua if Wilder got past Joseph Parker. Those are the facts. All he had to do is, if he would have beat Joseph Parker, we would have got an AJ Wilder a year ago.
Yeah.
So, I just want them to go ahead and do it, man. Go ahead and put it to rest. If I had to pick a winner right now, the way Wilder looked, I think AJ gets him out of there, man. I think he sleeps Wilder.
Mm.
To be honest, man, what I was looking for in Wilder, I was looking for not so much the right hand. I was looking for the jab, and the jab wasn't there for me.
Right.
It wasn't quick. It wasn't stinging. It was more of a pawing shot just to set up a right hand that was so loaded up. You could tell when it's coming. That's why Derek was able to get out of the way of it.
Yeah.
He seen it coming. He's sending this hole in that sucker like a video game.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
they sitting there shaking it like, yo. So I didn't see the jab that I wanted. If I would have seen Wilder out there popping that jab like he was doing when he fought Romain Stavern, I would have said, okay, now we got something to work with. But AJ's jab is too dominant for Wilder, man. It's too strong. Wilder goes straight back till he don't cut out. He don't cut to the left. He don't cut to the right. He just goes straight back, and he finds himself on the ropes all the time.
Yeah.
If he gets on the rope with AJ, he's going to sleep, man. Because the way he fights off the rope, he sit there. He had both of his feet pretty much parallel with each other, so he can't even throw a powerful shot anyway.
Right.
You're leaning up against the rope. I don't see in that right hand. It doesn't seem like it's carrying the same amount of power that it used to. I think it's delivery mechanism. The way he's throwing that shot, it's almost like he's chopping with it now. He's throwing a chopping right hand instead of lining it up like he used to. He used to line it up. Now you throw a chopping right hand, or he's loading up so much that people can see it coming and they can get out of the way of it. He's not sneaking in no more.
Right. Right. Nah, man, you hit on every point, and I think that might have to do with Mark Breland. Like Mark Breland really taught him how to perfect that 1-2, and he's not there no more. But yeah, I think the fight honestly is good, still good in a sense of it's a good fight. We would all watch, man. I just don't think obviously it doesn't have the whole buzz that it had when the guys were at the top of their game. But hey, it's still a good heavyweight fight. We'll see, man. We'll see. Wilder versus Tama. Nah, man, they better not do that to Wilder. Yeah, they better not do that. That's crazy, man. What'd you think about the other fights this weekend? Did you get to watch anything else? Okay, Coach Eddie. Oh, you went to his
You don't mind if I go off camera, do you?
Oh yeah, you straight.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so I did get to watch a few other things, man, and it was right on time, brother. Everything was right on time, man. I enjoyed the Caroline Dubois fight. I think
Yeah.
she loaded up a little bit too much, but she's a good puncher, man. You can tell, man. I mean, once she settled down a little bit, I think maybe the emotions got the best of her. She was
Mm-hmm.
looking for that knockout. She wanted that knockout. And she kind of loaded up a little bit, but she still got the job done. She's a very skilled fighter, man. She throws her punches very, very well. Actually, to be honest, her punch mechanics are probably some of the best in the business, man. You know, the way she has her elbows and her shoulders behind her punches. Like Carissa, she has a tendency to get sloppy sometimes, man. She throw fast combinations, but she kind of slaps a lot of times, and she
Yeah.
chops down with a lot of things. Like her mechanics aren't lined up properly. But the way Caroline Dubois she throws her punches, they're very mechanical. The technique is good. The boxing is good. The girl's young. She's hungry. She's strong. She's definitely a puncher. She carries herself like a puncher, especially in that division right there. As far as Terry Harper, I mean, once you've been stopped, you know you want to make sure that your defense is on point, and you
Yeah.
know you're
Exactly.
going in with a puncher, so you're gonna be on point. You know what I mean? You're not gonna be sitting there lacking on your defense. So that's why I believe that's why the fight went the distance because she was, defensively sound. She made sure she covered up well, made sure she moved her head and done what she needed to do to not get knocked out. And then when she suffered the knockout, she definitely tried to tighten the defense up again because she didn't want it to happen again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but Tim Zoo's like a dumb fighter to me, man. He doesn't fight smart, man. If that makes sense, man. It's
For
like every time it's an art to getting cut. You know what I mean?
yes. Yeah, he keep getting cut. Every fight he's cut, man.
Every single fight he's cut. And that comes from guys not knowing how to defend their you have to protect your head in the clinch. Not only do you worry about punches, you gotta worry about elbows, you gotta worry about forearms, you gotta worry about headbutts. It's an art to doing it also.
Yeah, that's a fact,
To
man.
defend the guy who's coming in with head first. You gotta know how to maintain that guy, keep him under control. To defend the guy who's following through with the hook and bringing the elbow behind it. You know what I mean? Like a Mike Tyson used to do. You got to know
That's a
how to
fact.
defend that.
Absolutely, man. Shout out to C0. Salute to you, champ, for dropping that $13 super chat, man. I appreciate that. For sure, for sure. Yeah, man, Tim Tszyu, man. I don't know what's up with him, but
I want my chips with the dip. That's all I know. I don't want my chips plain. I want my chips with the dip. So bring them dips.
yeah, Coach Eddie, you think Earl Spence could beat him? Because I don't know, man. That's a tough fight. You know, Earl
Bro, I don't know,
Spence.
man. I got to see what Errol. I hadn't seen Errol in so long, man.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, he coming off that
It's
layoff.
going to be tough, man. I really don't know. And I can honestly say that. I just don't know if Errol going to be able to get the job done because like I said, I hadn't seen the brother in so long. It's just like the dude's been retired. It's basically a guy coming out of retirement, trying to get back in the ring, man. And we just don't know what he's going to look like.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's the same way I feel, man. It's like too much inactivity. It's been like 3 years almost removed. He ain't never been in the big lights, the big fights. I know Earl Spence don't like tune-ups, man. That's why he's coming back to Tim Tszyu. But I think like this might be an opportunity to get a tune-up in, man.
Nah,
just
for
get
sure,
the
man. I mean,
cobwebs out.
I know people want to see Errol come back, and maybe they should fight at 160 because I heard Carlos Adames, he's going up to 168,
Mm-hmm.
so he may vacate that belt. So that could be an opportunity, for Errol to capture a title at 160. 160 kind of seems like a wasteland of a division right now. We got Jennebeck, he's out PEDs. He'll probably be moving to 68 because it seems like he struggled at 160 to make that weight. Carlos Adames is like, yo, nothing here at 160. I got to go get the money. The money division is 168, like 154, 168, 147. Those are the divisions right now, the hot divisions, in my opinion. And of course, the heavyweight division, you got a lot of young guys there that start to make a little noise at the heavyweight division. So I see him going to 160, man, and him and Tim Tszyu having the showdown.
Yeah, I think 160 is a good spot for Earl. You know, he can make the weight much easier. The man's been a career 54, 47 pounder, which is crazy. But yeah, I think 160 is where they should fight at. I would like to see Tim Tszyu and Earl Spence fight there for a bit because, you know, like you said, there's not many names at 60, so they can go ahead and try to spice it up in that division. But yeah, man, I think for sure it's gonna be it would be a good fight, Spence and Tim Tszyu, yo. You know, they both come forward fighters. They're both gonna be action guys, and the fans won't be disappointed.
Nah, like I said, the only thing that worries with me with the Tim Tszyu is that he can punch a little bit. He's not a pillow-fisted fighter, and it seems like he has pretty decent speed inside the pocket when he's throwing his combinations. I mean, I'm not saying he's like Sugar Ray Leonard, but you know they're coming pretty quick. You know, and
Yeah,
they got some thump on them. You know, and if Errol just want to sit there in the pocket with him, I'm not sure. It's a question. I'm not sure if he gets the better of those exchanges because the inactivity. He's been out for a very long time, and when you hadn't fought for a while, man, you know you get what you call a little gunshot. So you're
yeah,
not used to getting
exactly.
hit. You know what I'm saying? And that could happen. He's not used to getting hit, and we just don't know how he's going to react. Like Tim Tszyu, he's been active, even though he's lost a few matches. He's been active. His
Right,
body's
right.
still conditioned to take punishment. And with Spence, he's lost that conditioning to take punishment until he proved me otherwise.
Nah, that's true. That's true, man. We just don't know what Spence is gonna be like when he gets back in. But that should be an interesting fight. We also had Zuffa, man. Did you get to watch Zuffa last night? There's a lot of good fights on Zuffa. Troy Nash, Robert Merriweather. You know, he got upset in a good fight though. That was a good fight.
Yeah, man. I watched a few matches. I fell asleep. I was a little tired, man. I watched a
Yeah.
lot of boxing this weekend. But yeah, Merriweather, that definitely surprised me. You know, Zuffa, I'm going to be admit that I didn't really know a lot of those guys that were on the card. They
Yep.
seemed like about a young, hungry prospect, maybe contender level type fighters, or maybe just a little bit lower tiered than contenders. But I like it. At least they're getting an opportunity, man, because otherwise those guys wouldn't be fighting, man. You know, they if people want to talk bad about Zuffa, Zuffa serves a purpose.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It fills a void in boxing because everybody can't fight on the ring card. Everybody
Right.
can't fight on PBC. Everybody can't fight top rank. So these guys aren't fighting. What usually happens is that these guys just basically they just quit, man. Because you can I know guys who's 15-0, 16-0. You know, nobody ever heard of them, man. You're not
And
gonna get an opportunity if you don't have a
that's
big
true.
promoter or somebody to put you in the rankings and all that type of stuff. Like look at Albright, for instance. Albright's not even in any of the rankings because he don't have a big time promoter. He's a kind of independent guy. Then you got
Oh
guys
yeah.
who
Yep.
shouldn't be in the rankings, in my opinion, just because like Vargas, those he's in the rankings because of all based off the strength of his dad. Frank Martin
Mm-hmm.
is in the rankings, but Albright just fought to a draw with Frank Martin, and Albright's still not in the rankings. Hey, Frank Martin's like ranked number 8 in the WBA. Where's Albright at?
Yeah, it's like you
You know,
said, man. You don't have that backing. You don't pay those sanctioning fees. They don't put you in the rankings, which is nasty. But I always hated that about boxing, man. I don't feel like you should need to pay to be ranked. I don't understand that. It's the only sport that's like that. You gotta pay for your position. You know, in basketball, you can win 70 games, you're gonna be ranked wherever. You're gonna be in your position come playoff time. But in boxing, man, you can have 40, 50 wins. And if you're not paying sanctioning fees, you're not gonna be ranked. Like it's nuts. But hey,
nah,
it
nah,
is what
those
it
are the
is.
facts, man. You're not gonna be ranked, man. But like Zuffa's good for those guys, man. To at least they can put put food on the table, man,
Right.
and maybe it can lead to an opportunity where they can start to climb the ranks.
Yeah.
But I think what that Muhammad Ali Act did, it opened the door so that these different promotion companies can actually start have their own belt. If I was reading
Yeah.
into it right, just like Zuffa created their own belt, PBC they can create their own belt. Top rank,
Yeah.
any of these promotion companies can create their own belt right now with what that new admin
Right.
to the Muhammad Ali Act did.
Yeah,
And
man.
if you
I'd
see
even
the
take it forward a little further. Like the network, the zone can make its own belt because they got so many promoters over there. They can start doing tournaments within promoters, which would be dope.
Yeah, it's like the WBC right now. It's like they're becoming an island. It's like they're getting so much backlash and so much pushback from the fighters that it seems like, from the outside looking in, that they're trying to line up a lot of the Latino and the Mexican fighters with that WBC strap. If you notice, Fundora said, "I don't care about any other belt but the WBC." That speaks volumes right there. He basically dissed all the other belts, saying they
Yeah.
were basically nothing. And the only belt that matters is the green belt. So now we got sanctioned bodies going to start warring with each other now. We see what Shakur did. Paid the
Right.
sanctioning fee, the WBC. They stripped him. He's like, "Why I gotta pay you? I'm not even fighting for your belt. I already paid you
Yeah.
already. Why you taking the belt from me?" You know what I'm saying? The WBC, they hitting these fighters up, man. You know what I mean? And the fighters are starting to take a stand against it.
Nah, I'm happy, man, because I always felt like those sanctioning fees are just like unnecessary taxes, man. They come in with their hands wide open to the fighters. And like people make an argument and say that, oh, these belts make the fighter. That's so false, man. If the right fighter ain't wearing your belt, we don't care about it. Straight up. Like there's so many champions out there. Nobody can name me all the WBC champions off the top of their head because we don't know certain ones. Like just straight up. So we know the guys who do hold the belt, and we know the guys of the past who've held the belt. That's what's really it is, the history. You know, the Roberto Durans, the Sugar Ray Leonards, the Haglers. Like we know all them guys who won WBC belts, but you know, just the way they are these days, they treat the belt, they've devalued it so much. I look at the belts like it's a joke now to me. I honestly feel like if you a established fighter, you should just go and search for the best opponent, the best dance partner at this point because it's a prize fighting game. And just forget about the belts, man. If you can go make the biggest bag with another big name, go do that because the sanction bodies don't care about you at the end of the day. They just don't. They just here to come with their hands wide open, and now they're offering chains. I don't know, man. It's shit's weird. It's weird to me.
Yeah, and like I say, the belts, it's a double-edged sword, and the sanctioning bodies, they devalue their own belts just because they made so many of them.
Yeah,
Anytime you flood the market with anything, it drops the value of it. So you flooded the market with all these obscure belts. You got regular champ, super champ, intermediate champ, regional champ, Latino champ, all these different belts under one sanctioning body. It's like, who is the champ? Now the belt do help fighters that don't have a big name because it allows them to fight a fighter with a big name.
right.
You know
Exactly.
what I'm saying? So that definitely helps their pocketbook because look, basically you're selling your belt. You get an opportunity to sell your belt. Hey, I'm the champ. If you want to fight me, I fought for $250,000 last time, but this time I'm gonna need $2 million. You know what I mean? Because I'm the champ. So
Right.
in that instance, the belt does help. It does help when when you look at your resume and go down your accolades. I was 4 division champion because people they can't see the fighters. Also, they can't have it both ways. Got to play devil's advocate. If at one breath they want to say the belts don't matter, but then the first thing they mention when you talk about them is I'm a 4 division champ. I thought you said the belts don't matter. So which one is it? Do the belts matter? Or they don't. You can't have it both ways. So it's a lot of hypocrisy on both sides. You know what I mean? Because these fighters, they're quick to say the belts don't matter, but then they'll point to all the accolades. Oh, I'm undisputed. I'm
Right.
this, that, and the third. I thought the belts didn't matter.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which one is it? You can't have it both ways.
No, you can't. And I think you got to make a decision at some point. Am I gonna go a route of just like beating, just having a resume that looks crazy, kind of like Floyd. He has he beat 23 world champions or something like that. He's got that accolade. Or yeah, are you gonna go the Terrence Crawford route where you're just getting like 3-time undisputed, beating all these other guys to get belts? I do think like, yeah, you got to make that decision early on what you want to do because yeah, like you said, you can't have it both ways, man.
Yeah, that's what, if you pay attention to Tank's career, that's kind of what he's doing, man. Tank wasn't really, he was never belt chasing, man. He was
Yeah.
trying to make the biggest fights. And like say, Floyd did the same thing. And at some point in time, Manny started doing the same thing. They just started trying to make the biggest fights, regardless of champion or not. Even Boots. Boots is considered, he's ranked number one in the 154 division, but only having one fight. If by box rec, not by the sanctioning bodies, but just box
Mm.
rec. They got him ranked number one, which is almost like consensus that they feel like he's the best guy, even though he's not champion. Even
Mm-hmm.
when Virgil and Boots was supposed to fight, they were like, these are the best two guys in the 154-pound division. They weren't thinking about the other guys that had belts. They just looking at them like belt holders, but these are the two best guys. So sometimes the fighter definitely does get bigger than the belts. There is a place for the belts, and there is an opportunity that you can leverage those belts, at a certain status, but it has to be a balance. And like you said, you got to pick your poison. Are you going to try to make the best fights, or you going to be running around chasing trophies?
Yeah.
You did pretty much.
Yeah, man, I think so. I think you got to make that decision and live with it. Like you said, you can't be you can't be talking about both things. And unfortunately, we got guys like that. Like even Ryan Garcia's like that too. Like he didn't care about the belts, and now he out here talking about, oh, Terrence Crawford left so much legacy. And it's like, bro, you were never a legacy fighter, so like I don't know why you talking like you some legacy fighter because you beat Mario Barrios now. But hey, it is what it is, man. These guys, they got to figure it out, man. They got to figure it out.
And that's that WBC business I'm talking about. Now, from what I'm hearing, the Teofimo Lopez is supposed to be fighting Ryan Garcia.
Yeah,
That's the word on the
voluntary.
street.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's whack. Tio just got cooked, man.
yeah,
He gets got obliterated pretty much. So how did this guy even deserve a shot? Yeah, I know you get a voluntary and all that stuff, but really, you talking about leftovers? I mean,
yeah. I
Shakur
know,
left
man.
this guy, bruised and battered and bloody, man. It wasn't even close.
Nah, it wasn't,
So
man. It wasn't.
what type of credit did you expect to get from this? And I understand it's probably just one guy looking out for another guy. We can call it the battle of the biggest. That's a good name for that fight. To make a poster, we put battle of the biggest, Garcia versus Lopez. You know what I mean? And they can sell it like that.
Oh man, yeah. I don't even know where that fight came from. Like, yeah, but hey, if it happens, we all know what it is, man. We all know what it is. It's a stick up, man. It's definitely a stick up for Ryan Garcia to look good. But I think Teofimo Lopez can give him troubles, man. If Teofimo Lopez goes and gets a real trainer, he can possibly do some trouble in that fight. But he might be too small for Ryan. Ryan's a big guy at 147. But hey, we'll see. We'll see. Because like you said, that fight's not entirely announced yet, but it's definitely talked about. I would like to see Ryan and Devin, but they can't figure it out. Ryan Garcia don't want to do the testing. Devin Haney doesn't want to get cheated again. So I definitely get it, bro. I definitely get it. And then now the Rolly
Yeah, then
situation is crazy. I feel like that's like Devin Haney's finally realizing that, hey man, this is why I never signed up to go to the PBC. Them guys just, it sounds like they don't know how to do business, man. They want to.
I mean, that's been their business model for a while, but it's an old business model because, like I say, the pay per views they're not popping like that anymore, man. And
Right.
they lost their budget too, so then now they can't afford these high
Yeah.
guarantees
They can't
like they
guarantee.
used to. Not yeah, so they're kind of like in a predicament, but then at the same time too, the turkey out of sheep market, that's starting to dwindle down. That turkey out of sheep was like a bubble, like
Yep.
the real estate bubble back in the day. It's gonna explode. It's exploding now, and now things are leveling out. The market is correcting itself, just like the stock market. Everybody was riding high.
Mm-hmm.
Now them 20, 15, 20, $30 million paydays, man, that's a wrap, bro.
Oh yeah,
60,
yeah,
$70
yeah.
million for Usyk.
Yeah,
Them days are over with.
that's Canelo, man. He
You
the
know,
last one to get that.
yeah.
He gonna be the
They ain't doing
last
that no
one.
more because think about it, as turkey out the sheep, you paid all that money and then you seen what you got. You didn't get a lot of bang for your buck. You want to keep it 100. You didn't.
Yeah, nah. Not with the figures he was spending.
Heck
Nah,
no.
not with those
You did
figures.
not you did not get bang for your buck. So now the market is correcting itself. So the reality is when nobody buying pay-per-view, these guys are really, even the top guys, they're really $3 to $5 million fighters.
Right.
Two
Which
point five to 5 million,
which is like
respectively. You know what I mean?
great. Yeah, which is great because I mean, man, Top Rank was paying Shakur $3 million a fight, and he was never on pay-per-view. But like that was their top. I think he was their highest paid fighter. And it just goes to show you that's where the market should be for these guys, being on TV and stuff like that. 3 million should be the max. But hey, man, PBC just didn't want to get with the times. Like this didn't happen last year when Turkey Al Sheikh came in. This was happening before that, that shift. But hey, I don't know how they got these guys to sign these contracts because like the only person they can point to that successfully did well with that model is Floyd Mayweather because he was making all the back end money. Everybody else, like, I mean, Tank had the one fight with Ryan, but everybody else is like, man, you barely made the back end, whatever the threshold was. So it's like, why would you bet on yourself like that unless you know you got a rabid fan base? Like Canelo came and did it too.
And word on the street, Floyd didn't get all his money. That's word on the
Well,
street.
well, we don't know that. Yeah,
You know what I
exactly.
mean?
The way he's, yeah, the way he's acting now, yeah, he has to come back and be more active than some of our superstars. Yeah, man, we don't know if he got all his money.
Yeah, I mean, he's in a lawsuit with Showtime and Steven Espinosa. You know what I mean? So he's claiming he didn't get all this bread. And he's saying Al Heyman conspired with Showtime and Espinosa to, withhold his funds, man.
Yeah.
So it's some funny business. It's some funny business going on over there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he even brought that funny business to Pacquiao, man, and got an advance for their fight. Got the Netflix advance, and then he thought it was the exit. Yo, Floyd really don't be reading his contracts either, bro. I know I said these young guys don't read contracts. Floyd don't read shit either, man. Because like, how the hell you don't know it's a real fight? And now he gonna have to fight for real. You gonna have to fight against Floyd,
He's
man,
gonna have
or
to
Pacquiao.
or he's gonna be in a legal battle with Netflix, and
Exactly.
if he don't give him that money back, they just gonna liquidate this dude's assets, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so they
Exactly.
gonna show up one day with a freaking tow truck and go pull up that garage and start snatching out Bugattis, man, and be like, that's what happened when you have assets and you get a judgment against you. They ain't gonna let you slide, man. They gonna take your stuff, man.
Yep. And they should, man. Yep. And then that's funny, bro. Because like Floyd, he always told us about the back end and all this other stuff. And now it's kind of like full circle. It's like, damn, bro. Like we knew it was too good to be true. Like, fuck. That back end money ain't it, man. You need it all up front. All up front. Shout out to Boxing Wiz. He said Merriweather cooked me this weekend. Yeah, that was a good fight, man. The young man, his first loss, but he'll be all right. Eddie Alvarez said Mayweather said the back end money never came. Yeah, man, and that's what he said to Logan Paul. He said, yo, the back end money's going to come. And I think even Logan Paul opened up a lawsuit against Mayweather about the same issue, the back end money, when they fought. He said he never saw anything. So, yeah, I don't know, man. Floyd Mayweather, 2026, he's still trying to be relevant in boxing. That's concerning, man. considering he's one of our big money makers. But hey, Floyd's one of them guys. Honestly, if he just changed his lifestyle, he'd be fine. But he just has that issue right there. He don't want to be humble, man. He just don't want to drive a. Instead of putting the Bugatti down, go pick up the Range Rover, man. And just drive the Range Rover, sell the Bugattis. Like, why the hell do you need 8 cars, bro? There's only one person. Go sell the cars, bro. Put that money in some. I don't know if you want to put it in the stock market right now, but put that money somewhere.
Yeah, even the maintenance on those vehicles, man. It ain't like you getting a regular oil change, man.
Right.
A regular oil change on a Bugatti, man, cost you, $8,000, man. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm not exaggerating either, man. It's crazy. It's like if you pick that car up the wrong way, you'll crack the frame. You know what I'm saying? You'll total it if you don't know what you're doing.
Damn.
Yeah, go look at the documentaries, man. It's like if you jack that car up in the wrong place, you'll freaking crack the frame and you'll total that car, man.
That's crazy.
So, and the
And
maintenance on all those vehicles, all those Phantoms, Rolls Royce, Lamborghini, Ferrari, that's not an $80 oil change, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
You're spending a lot of money, man.
Nah, man. I think Floyd gotta adjust his lifestyle. He be fine, but he don't want to do that. He just too prideful, man. Too prideful. Anyways, I hope he's not in a bad situation like we all think he is. I just hope he's just fighting to fight, man. Hopefully he's not broke.
Well, he not broke, but we seen guys. Look how much money Mike Tyson made. He made a ton of money. He bought all this money, made a ton of money. He lost. All these guys made well over hundreds of millions of dollars in their career. And at one point in time, Holyfield and Tyson, they were commanding $30 million every time they got in the ring, man. Or something close to it. That's back in the freaking 90s, man. So just by today's math, that would be probably the equivalent of $60 million.
Yes, exactly.
They were getting paid a lot. One thing I want to circle back real quick with the AJ fight and the Wilder fight. I think AJ they need to go with no tune up. Just go with the fight, man. I'm tired of crap, man. There's no reason for you going into a fight. AJ, they always talking about that crap. Oh, he's been out. We want to fight a tomato can and knock him out in 2 rounds. That don't do anything for you, man. To be honest, man, 100%. And I'm not trying to sound bad because I am a bum Wilder fan. Wilder right now is a tune-up level fight for a top guy. He's a dangerous quote unquote. I mean, if you really want to keep it 100 skill-wise and this way he is right now in his career, with his age and the punishment that he's taking and this diminishment, because he's definitely diminished. He's a tune-up level fight. I mean, not that level, but he's gatekeeper.
Yes.
Let's say gatekeeper
sure.
level.
Yeah.
He's not tune-up level. Gatekeeper. He's a gatekeeper fighter. So, AJ, there's no reason to tune up or get a tune up. Y'all go straight into that fight before one of you guys lose. Because that's what's going to happen, man. Y'all going to mess around and keep fighting. Either you going to lose or he's going to lose, and then the fight's going to be messed up again. So just go straight into it. You know what I mean? Hey, roll the dice. It is what it is.
Nah, I agree. They should go right into it next. I mean, Joshua's been training with Usyk, so he's obviously getting ready to return. Wilder just fought, so I don't know why they don't do it this summer, man. They can do it in July or August. July and August are pretty.
They need to do it while it's hot,
months.
Man.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like
do it while the people are talking about it, man. Do it while the people are saying Joshua's scared.
Yep.
Go ahead and do it.
Yeah, you let Fury
gotta seize
fight.
them on. If you don't, it's just like I say, one of you guys gonna go, one of you guys are gonna lose.
Right.
Either Wilder's gonna lose, you're gonna lose, and they're gonna mess it all up again.
Yep. And then
unless you're going straight into a Tyson Fury fight. Now, if Wilder's not in the plan, if the plan is to fight a tune-up and then go straight into a Fury fight, okay, I can understand that. But Fury has to take care of business also.
Right.
He got to fight. Is it this weekend or next weekend?
This weekend coming up, he's fighting.
Yeah, so he got to make sure he does his part.
Right.
And
Arson
Fury
back.
ain't looking the best either. He ain't looking too hot either.
Yeah, that's true, man. I think those
So
I think the Wilder
anything can
fight took
happen.
something out of both of those guys. The trilogy they had. They both didn't look the same after. I mean, Tyson Fury, my man, went 12 with Francis Ngannou, man. That was bad.
Facts.
And
That's what I'm saying, man. So these guys just need to go ahead and maximize and just go ahead and do what they got to do. Like I say, I think AJ should go straight into the Wilder fight, and if he wins, then fight Tyson Fury and call it a day, man. Right off into
yeah.
the sunset. Don't fight no Moses and Thomas and no Fabio Wardleys and all those guys, man. And I don't know. It seems like AJ wants to win the belt again, though. He seems like he wants to be a champ again. So that's the writing on the wall. I think Usyk's going to retire. I think he's going to retire pretty soon. He's going to fight this kickboxer and probably going to hang it up because he's been writing on the wall. Anthony Joshua, undisputed champion. He's like he's
Mm-hmm.
being a psychologist or something. You know what I mean? Which lets me know that he's getting ready to walk away from the sport.
Yeah. Yeah, I was surprised Tyson came back, but he always does that. He like retires for like a year or two and then he comes back. Now he want to fight Usyk. Nah, Usyk got his number, man. Usyk too good for them guys. I wanted Usyk to beat Wilder and then leave, but I don't know. I don't know who he's gonna fight after he fights this kickboxer, but I know a lot of people want to see him fight Caballero, which should be a good fight. Good fight, but we'll see, man. We'll see what happens this weekend with Tyson Fury, how he looks. He got to get past that big Russian kid, Arsenbeck, which he should beat, but hey, it's off a layoff. It is off a layoff. So we don't know what Tyson been up to.
Yeah, that dude's a big guy too, man. He's a big, burly, lumberjack looking type dude. You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
he's younger too. Younger, I think he's a lot younger than Tyson, or younger
Yep.
man. So it could be. I know he got stopped by Caballero, if I remember correctly, with the body
Right.
shots.
Yeah,
Didn't
he
he
did.
get stopped by somebody else too?
He
He got
lost.
stopped.
Man, who he lost? He lose to?
He lost to
I think
somebody else
Guido.
too.
He lost to Guido Veccanelli
Yeah,
in a
Guido. That's
decision.
right.
Yeah.
Yep. So we'll see what Tyson Fury has in the tank. This would be a good telling fight. If you go life and death with this guy, man, then we can kind of throw Tyson Fury in that bucket, of diminished fighter, depending on how he looks.
Yeah, that's true, man.
But Tyson Fury, he does work behind his jab, though. I give him that. Like that's what I was looking for Wilder. I wanted to see how the jab was looking. And the jab it didn't have the snap on it. It didn't have the range on it. It was collapsed. It was a collapsing type of jab. And that's credit to, Derek Chisora, but it's like Wilder's feet couldn't get out of the way quick enough that he was able to let Chisora collapse the pocket. I was surprised how easily the pocket was collapsed with Chisora, even coming in at 266 pounds, an all-time heavy Chisora who looked like he didn't really train the best for this fight. I'm gonna keep it 100. I mean, the dude came in, his stomach was hanging over his belt line and stuff. He didn't really take this fight. It didn't look like he took this fight too serious. You know what I mean?
yeah.
It kind of showed up for a payday, and the way to the fans saying it's my last fight because he wasn't in top shape.
No, I don't think he was, man. It didn't look. Yeah, like you said, he didn't look like he was ready to knock Wilder out, but he did a good job of like smothering Wilder's punches, though, man. He was on the inside a lot, and he even took a lot of them right hands. I was surprised. I was like, damn, I thought he should have been out, but shout out to Chisora, or maybe like you said, it's just like Wilder's that punch is just not the same as it used to be. But hey, we'll find out, man. We'll see Wilder back, I'm sure. But I don't know who he's gonna fight next.
Nah, me either, brother. Hey, my brother, I'm about to hop off, man. I just wanted to tap in with you this morning, man. Hey, salute, keep doing what you're
Absolutely.
doing.
Yes, sir, man. Coach Eddie, man. I
Yes, sir.
appreciate you. I appreciate Coach Eddie coming through on the line, talking that boxing, man. We got boxing this week too. We'll talk about it tomorrow night. We got Glacius fighting on Thursday. I got Arthur Biersanov is back in the ring. We also had Chan Thompson, who I had on the channel. His interview that I had with him is up now. If you go in the videos of the channel, Chan Thompson is fighting on Thursday night against Luis Santana. He's a massive underdog. I think he might get an upset, yo. That might be something I might sprinkle some money on. Cause he's probably like a +3 or 400. I wouldn't mind sprinkle a couple dollars on that. Just like I sprinkled a little bit on the MVP card. I think it was Imam Garcia against Dolan. I just thought Dolan was too green, yo. She couldn't beat no champ right now. She only had 1 KO. And I didn't have any other facts other than that, yo. That's all I was going off. It was like she just got 8 fights, 1 KO. She don't have a lot of experience. I don't think she's beating the champ. You know, I never heard anybody speak about Dolan in like Lomachenko-esque talks, so I just think the fast track wasn't gonna work there. That's why I picked Garcia. But also on that Thursday card is Leila Boudouin is back after, you know, her loss to Alicia Baumgartner. She's getting back in there. And yeah, those are like the high profile names on that card, I would say. On Thursday is Iglesias fighting for the IBF title. He also holds the IBO title, so the IBF world title, the full title, against Pavel Siligan. Arthur Biersanov, he's going against Yermaner Espinoza. And Luis Santana and Chan Thompson. That's going to be a good all-Canadian matchup. And Leila Boudouin is back, yo. So that's going to be a good card in Montreal. We'll talk about that tomorrow night, as well as obviously the Netflix card, which is coming up on this weekend on Saturday. Tyson Fury, Arsenbeck. That's gonna be a good card too. You know, that's more UK heavy, is what I'm seeing, and they're obviously catering to that audience. That fight being out there at Tottenham Spurs Stadium. Yeah, that should be a good one, man. You got Tyson Fury, Arsenbeck, Conor Benn, and Regis Prograis, TKV and Richard Rappaport, Justice Hooney, Fraser Clark. That's another good heavyweight fight. So I mean, it's UK heavy, man, for sure. So definitely the fans out there are gonna enjoy that. I know they said Conor Benn and Regis was supposed to be called off because Regis was injured. I never saw anything of that. There's just always these talks. I think it was Eddie Hearn that started that rumor. So I don't know, man. I don't know how that fight's gonna go. And then I saw Clarissa Shields was out there in the UK making her tour. She was at the Lauren Price fight, and she stepped in the ring and faced off against Lauren Price. And I was like, "The hell's going on here, man? Like, why is she facing off with Lauren Price, man? Like, the hell's going on?" I know Clarissa Shields, she about that action, but Lauren Price is at 47, I believe. You know, so why is she not going to fight Michaela Mayer, who is at 54, got 54 belts? Michaela Mayer says she want to fight her. You know, Michaela Mayer looking like she's going to stay at 54 now with the Chantel Cameron fight, when she also got belts at 47. Salute to Michaela Mayer. She unified in 2 divisions right now at the same time. So I don't know why Clarissa getting in the ring with Lauren Price, and Lauren Price looks so small to her. Maybe Lauren Price going to go up to 54 and fight Clarissa Shields. I can't see her going up to 60 and fighting Clarissa Shields, but that shit looked crazy, man. I was honestly like, what are we doing here? Like, I mess with Clarissa Shields because she's a good fighter. I like what Clarissa Shields brings to the boxing with her brash, confident personality. I think she's great for women's boxing. But going in that ring against Lauren Price, or doing the face-off with Lauren Price, I was like, nah, you at the wrong you literally at the wrong event. You're supposed to be at the MVP card, getting in the ring there, and they supposed to have like a little break, and you and Michaela Mayer supposed to be facing off. You know what I'm saying? But hey, to each his own, man. Shout out to my guy Dwayne Styles in the building. What up, champ? Say buenos dias, buenos dias, buenos dias. My brother Dwayne Styles, man. It's me, Rock Lee. Said Regis about to get zoofified. Yo, they picking him off, man. 15 mil. They're about to be a destruction. Yeah, I think Conor Ben should stop Regis Prograis, man. Especially the older Regis. Yeah, Regis just went life and death with Jojo Diaz. So, yeah, this is supposed to be a Conor Ben fight for sure, man. Getting paid 15 mil to fight Regis Prograis as a co-main event. Salute to Conor Ben for that, man. That's definitely a hustle on one fight. You know what I'm saying? That's a hustle. 15 mil, man. That's crazy. I mean, Dwayne Styles, they hit that like button. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Show some love to the stream, man. We talking boxing this morning. Obviously, it was a good weekend, bro. It was a good weekend. Lots of boxing. Let's see how we did, man. Because it wasn't all as I planned. First of all, I gotta eat my crow. I almost forgot to eat crow, man. Because I was picking Derek Chisora to win by decision. And Wilder pulled it off, bro. Shout out to Wilder. There's a few times in the fight where I thought Wilder was going to stop it. And then I was looking back and I'm like, oh, shoot, maybe Derek Chisora going to stop it. Like, that 8th round of that fight was insane. The 8th round, the 8th round was crazy, man. Yeah, man, that 8th round, man. But, if you a member, salute to you. If you not a member, come on, man, join the members. Join the members. Right now, I just uploaded that Caroline Vieira interview. Just the interview there if you guys want to go take a look at that. But, yeah, on the slips, man, honestly, we won this one here, which I put up $5 for. Got you back $15.60. I had Wilder, Chisora going the distance, which was plus 65, 165. That was great. I had Lauren Price going the distance, or basically the distance, over 8.5. And H2O, Ashton Slave winning. So that one won us $15. This parlay was the big one, honestly. Denzel Bentley KO was plus 250. I should have just bet singly on that. So I knew Denzel Bentley was going to get the stoppage, man. But Denzel Bentley got stoppage, plus 250. Then I got too greedy, man. I should have just went with Wilder and Chisora going the distance at plus 165. But Chisora on points was plus 270. We tried to win big. Ended up losing there. So $3. So we to $12. Then I had the money line, which was going good. Looks like we were about to win 2 out of 3. Oh, shoot. We were about to win 2 out of 3, but then Tim Tszyu couldn't get the KO. So we got 1 out of 3. I think I put up $3 for this one. So we only won $9, but we didn't lose money. That's what I preach over here. We're not losing money. So, I mean, if you follow my bets how I did it, you won $9, but, if you put up more money, you may have won more money. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, we didn't lose. We didn't lose. My man Eddie Alvarez said, never believe these fighters when it comes to pay. Yeah, I don't know, man. Obviously, there's always some stipulations in the contract. I tend to stay away from them conversations. Like, you barely, rarely do I speak on, people's pockets because, like Eddie said, man, we don't really know the figures. I'm not in the room with these guys. I don't see the contracts. Therefore, I'm not going to come to my community and talk like I watched somebody sign a contract or hey, I read the contract. No, bro, I don't know the situations on those. contracts. I don't know what the back end money. I don't know what the thresholds are. All I can report is what, insiders or other people that are close to the situation are reporting. And I just report it. And then I give my opinion on it. I don't feel like I need to say, hey, this is the way it's going. But I mean, we know the PBC model. We can all speak on that because it's evident, right? Like, I don't even know the last time they gave us a free card. And I think if they gave us a free card, it was probably No Limit was involved. Like, usually it's when a big co-promotion is involved, like No Limit, Tszyu, or somebody else of that stature, right? But yeah, even Benavidez is not fighting under that model. Well, he is on May 2nd. He's on a PBC card, but I don't know. I got to see how that card shakes out, if it's a PBC or ring card. But I think it's PBC and Golden Boy. I think that's what it is. So we'll find out, man. We'll see, because honestly, I think Inoue and Gento Nakatani gonna be a better fight than Zerto and Benavidez. Respectfully, man. But salute to everybody in the building, man. It's a quick stream. I might be joining Lady Chan later on, around 4 p.m. Eastern, over on her channel. Lady Chan had her up here with me. I say last month. Last month she came up on the channel. She's based in the UK, so we're gonna be talking probably about Chisora, Wilder, and obviously she's a big AJ fan, so we'll probably talk about that, Wilder and AJ possibly. And yeah, I'll be over there at 4 p.m. Eastern, talking to her and her community. If y'all want to jump over there, support Lady Chan. She's a good content creator. Check her out on YouTube. And yeah, man, I think I got a couple interviews tomorrow. If you a member, check the member section, see if you want to drop a question. And then we'll go live tomorrow night, Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern. Gonna talk about all the cards coming up this week, this weekend. And yeah, we'll break it down, bro. And obviously on Friday, actually, I'll drop some slips. I'll probably drop some slips tomorrow for Thursday's fights, because there's definitely some winnings there. Eddie Alvarez said, keep pitching your brother to Zupa. Yeah, man, I keep messaging the matchmaker. Salute to him. He did message me back and said they're looking at him. So I just got to do my part and stay on top of that and make sure that, yeah, because I'm sure his inbox just keep getting full of fighters. So I got to make sure my brother's name keeps popping up. And salute to Ness, who's also been in the background helping me out with that, with getting certain people to mention my brother's name to them. So hopefully, yeah, I can come back one of these days and say, yo, y'all turn on Zuffa. The next couple weeks, my brother gonna be on, and we can all watch it through the fight chat, or I'll probably be live, man. I'm definitely gonna go. My brother's fighting in the Apex. I'm gonna definitely take off work and go watch him shine, man, for sure. But yeah, I'm gonna head on out, man. Salute to my man's Cesaro for dropping the Canadian $13.99, $14 super chat on me. I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate the love and support. And salute to everybody else, man. Eddie Alvarez, it's me, Rock Lee. All you guys, man, who tune in. Dwayne Styles. I appreciate all y'all, man. Coach Eddie coming up here. Big Money, Malcolm, Manuel. Yeah, man. Y'all keep me rocking out. Y'all don't even know, bro. Eddie Alvarez. Boxing Wiz was in here also. Salute, man. But yeah, I'm going to get into my day. It is Easter Monday here in Canada, so the kids are off school. My kids are home. So I'm going to get up in here and enjoy the day with them. And y'all, I'll be back later, man. But y'all be good. Y'all have a good day. I hope everybody had a blessed weekend. Peace.